Welcome to our guide on becoming a strategic human resources leader. If you are currently in an HR operations role, handling payroll, compliance, and day-to-day employee issues, and you want to move into a leadership position that shapes the future of the company, this video is for you. We are going to explore exactly how to make that transition from a tactical administrator to a strategic partner. The first step is understanding the fundamental shift in mindset. Operational HR is reactive. It is about following rules, fixing problems as they arise, and managing records. Strategic HR, on the other hand, is proactive. It looks at the long-term picture. It is about aligning your people's strategy with the business goals. It moves from asking, "Is this policy followed?" to asking, "Does this initiative help us grow?" To be a strategic leader, you must understand the business you are in. You cannot effectively lead people if you do not understand what they do or how the company makes money. You need to know your products, your customers, and your competitors. You should be comfortable reading a profit and loss statement and understanding how labor costs impact the bottom line. Strategic alignment means every HR goal supports a business goal. Gone are the days of making decisions based solely on gut feeling. Strategic HR relies on data and people analytics, but it is not just about tracking attendance or headcount. It is about measuring what matters: the quality of your new hires, the cost of turnover, and how engaged your employees are. Most importantly, you need to explain the so what behind the numbers. How do these trends affect the company's future? Talent management is more than just filling open seats. It is about forecasting. You need to identify who your future leaders are through succession planning. You need to conduct skills gap analyses to see what capabilities your team lacks for the next 3 to 5 years. And you need a retention strategy that keeps your top performers happy, rather than just reacting when they hand in a resignation letter. Peter Drucker once said, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast." As a strategic leader, you are the guardian of that culture. This involves designing a positive employee experience from the moment someone applies to the day they leave. It means treating diversity, equity, and inclusion not as a checklist, but as a driver for innovation. And it ensures that your company values are actually lived out in daily operations. Organizations are constantly changing, and HR is often the architect of that change. Whether it is a restructuring or new software implementation, you need to guide people through the process. This involves preparing the organization, communicating the why clearly and transparently to reduce resistance, and reinforcing the change so it sticks. You are not just managing a process, you are guiding human behavior. Finally, you need influence. You need to be able to speak the language of the executive team. Don't just talk about HR policies, talk about risk mitigation and operational efficiency. Bring data to your meetings to back up your proposals. Build relationships with department heads before you need to ask them for something. Shift your reputation from being the department of no to being a solution partner who helps them achieve their goals. To recap, becoming a strategic HR leader requires a shift to a proactive mindset, deep business knowledge, data-driven storytelling, and a focus on culture and talent. Start acting like a strategic leader today in your current role. Ask questions about the business, look for long-term solutions, and build those critical relationships. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.